Hey, it's June 2011 and welcome to your monthly news show Supercar Spin.
This month, Ferrari makes a special one-off 599.
Aston Martin and Zagato work together to create a special V12 Vantage.
Jaguar, they're still alive and they've made a new supercar for production.
The Mercedes-Benz AMG gets ready for the summertime.
And guess what? Another 997 Porsche is on its way.
And lastly, Courtney has some hot off the press modified Lamborghini news. Welcome to the show. My name is Mark.
And I'm Brendan.
And this is the show where we sift through the masses of press releases each month from the automobile industry and bring you just the most interesting ones so you don't have to. What have we been up to this month?
Well, we're back from the Outback, finally.
We are indeed, and it was an amazing show that we had over there, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, yeah?
It was good fun. It was really good.
So we had no road crashes to report, and we didn't get chased off any land by any shotgun brandishing locals, which was pretty good. So it was a good run in the end.
Yeah, and we're all rested up, ready to go, and we finally got the dust out of our clothes and the cars.
Yeah, how long did it take to clean those cars?
A
long time. Okay, on to the news for this month. Ferrari's Superamerica 45. What's this? Well, it's a one-off special built by Ferrari for a New York car collector. It's called the Superamerica 45 because it's built for the 45th anniversary of when he bought his first ever Ferrari.
Okay.
Yeah, Ferrari don't make too many of these one-off specials, but they've made this basically for him because he's a very, very loyal customer. He's bought a lot of Ferraris over the years. It's got custom blue paint and blue wheels, but the most special custom feature of the car is it's based on the 599 convertible, but without a cloth folding roof. It's been replaced with a carbon fibre rotating roof. Hence, it's called the Superamerica.
So it's the new version of the old Superamerica.
It's a new version of...
Because there was a Superamerica
well, it's not an official
previously.
new version because it's made for this one-off, but it's in the same way. The roof flips over from the back onto the roof. Yeah,
onto the hatch
it flips over like that, and it's... yeah, so basically, because of the way it works, when the roof is closed, it's more aerodynamic than a normal 599 convertible. So
it's like a normal coupe with it on.
Yeah. The drivetrain's not been touched, so in other words, the engine and the power, etc., because Ferrari never upgrade the power for one-offs. So it's got the same performance, which is 670 horsepower, 0 to 103.3 seconds, and a phenomenal top speed of 335 kilometers an hour. So it's still very, very quick.
I think it looks stunning too.
And it's a good looking car, isn't
Beautiful.
it? Well done to this particular chap in New York for this one. Yeah.
British class and Italian flair have come together. Aston Martin and Zagato have revealed a V12 collaboration, and have a listen to this. Wow, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, that sounds really good, doesn't it? Why does it sound like that?
Well, the exhaust is like off a TVR.
Oh, well, like the cans type one?
Yeah, like a motorbike style exhaust.
Oh, okay, yeah. Don't you normally find them on an Aston Martin, that's for sure.
No. Is that the Italian influence, you reckon?
Yeah, maybe, but also for the look and the styling as well. The Italians have been in there. Because look, at the front's nice, it's kind of aggressive, isn't it? But the rear, all open.
Yeah, and it's red.
Yeah, it's red. Yeah. So what's under the hood?
Well, it's based on a V12 Vantage, so it's got the same 380 kilowatt V12.
Yep.
But it's actually lighter, so to get to 100, it's going to be sub 4 seconds. So
a bit quicker.
Yeah, proper quick car.
How many are they making?
It's very limited. Very limited usually means very expensive. So around £200,000, which is very expensive by the time it hits Australia.
Well, that's a lot more money than what a V12 Vantage costs, isn't it?
That's right.
So you're paying for a bit of exclusivity there and an awesome sound and a beautiful looking
performance.
car. Yeah, that's a nice looking car. So Some news from Jaguar. The CX-75, which was a concept that came about a few months ago, has been confirmed for production, which is really, really good. Looks like the spiritual successor to the Jaguar XJ220. It's very long, sleek and wide, very much the same kind of style. And what's interesting about this car is it's got 4 motors in each wheel, which gives it a lot of power, 580 kilowatts or 777 horsepower.
4 petrol motors or?
No, electric motors.
Electric, sorry.
In each wheel, which, so because they're in each wheel, it means it's an all-wheel drive car. But the most interesting thing is there's 2 gas turbines in the back, and basically how it works is it creates electricity and powers the batteries, and then the batteries powers the motors. So it's a different way of thinking, using gas turbines powering the batteries on the car. So it's pretty special. I mean, it's the only other car in existence that has like gas turbines like that nowadays, apart from obviously Batman's Batmobile. It's got a single-speed CVT gearbox and gets to 100 kilometers an hour in just 3.4 seconds, so it shifts one, that's for sure.
Wow.
Top speed 330 kilometers an hour or 205 miles an hour.
So it's pretty limited, I take it?
Limited, not in speed, but in numbers, yes. It's just 250 being made, and it's going to be available in 2013. It's going to cost a lot of money as well, 1 million euros, but the reason for that is because it's a really special car. How many other cars do you know it's got 2 gas turbines powering it? None.
Yeah.
As I said, apart from Batman. Yeah, great bit of news and great to see that to hit production. Lovely. Sorry.
The SLS AMG is getting ready for summer.
Oh, what's it doing?
It's losing its roof.
So it's taking its top off for summer.
That's right. It's actually losing its doors. That's the unfortunate thing. The gullwing doors are going.
Oh, right, because of the roof's in its place.
Yeah, the
There's
fabric.
nothing for it to attach to.
No, that's right. So electric fabric roof like a normal convertible. So it's going to have the same engine, 6.3 litre V8, which is great. Yeah,
because it sounds amazing. You wouldn't want to play with the engine on the Roadster, on the SLS AMG.
No way.
It sounds so good.
It's an amazing
And with
engine.
the roof down, we'd experience it even more in a tunnel.
So I mean, that might make up for losing the doors.
Yeah, definitely.
And it actually hasn't added much weight, only 2.2 kilos.
Oh, so they've taken weight off by changing to a cloth roof.
Yep.
But they've put a bit more strengthening down. So
to stop the
it's just about the
flex.
same.
Yeah.
That's okay. Not too bad.
It will be a great car. It's been unveiled in September. And yeah, it should sell well, I think.
Yeah, definitely in places like Monaco. I can imagine people cruising around in that with the roof down.
Definitely.
Yes, lovely. Some news from Porsche, the 911 GT3 RS 4.0. The name of the car gives it away, doesn't it?
It does.
4-litre engine. So it's the most powerful 911 that Porsche's ever made. And it is the final hurrah from the 997 generation for the GT3. So yeah, it's a 4-litre engine that they've basically boarded out to, using parts from the GT3 RS race car, like the crankshaft, the titanium connecting rods and forged pistons. So making it a bit bigger using those special race car parts brings the power out to 494 horsepower. Really good.
Wow,
for a naturally aspirated engine. There's no turbos, mind you. This is all naturally aspirated. 460 newton meters of torque as well, so a lot of torque. It's an amazing engine. It's going to be a very, very quick car. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 3.9 seconds. Remember,
quick.
there's no turbos, so
that's
this is
fast.
really, really quick for naturally aspirated. But top speed is not so important because it's a GT3 car. It's how it goes around the corners on a racetrack. With its 900, it has 190 kilograms of downforce when it's close to top speed.
Okay.
It's a track.
Wow.
It's a track machine for sure. Porsche says it will lap the Nürburgring faster than a Porsche Carrera GT supercar. Remember the Carrera GT, which did it in 7 minutes 28. So they reckon it's going to be quicker than that.
Wow. I wonder if it's quicker than a GT2 RS.
Well, not in a straight line, obviously, because that's a big turboed version. But around the twisty bits of a racetrack like Nürburgring, there's a good chance it will be.
Okay.
It's time for some modified exotic news.
Let's cross to Courtney.
Thanks guys, now it's time for the good, the bad and the ugly. This month I have a car for you that you wouldn't quite expect to see in my segment just yet. It's said in this day and age that computers are old in 3 months, fashion is out in 1 month, and now it seems even the Lamborghini Aventador is outdated before it's released. Yes, you heard correctly. The worldwide debut of this highly anticipated supercar is not even complete, and already tuners are gathering around to make quick work of the young hatchling. Taking the first bite, John and the team at Oakley Design are currently the only tuners in the world to offer aftermarket enhancements for the supercar. Talk about stealing Lambo's thunder, and literally, if you've seen the new commercial. The LP760-2, as they call it, is limited to only 5 in production, 3 of which have already sold. The 760 represents horsepower, now cranked out of the 6.5 litre V12, which is up 70 from standard, and the 2 is for two-wheel drive. Oakley say this conversion from all-wheel drive to two-wheel drive is justified as it's lighter, and to compensate, it's also got a set of new ultralight forged alloy wheels with a wider footprint. These tasteful figures are achieved through remapped ECU, a titanium exhaust and larger air intake. There's a weight reduction with carbon in the roof, mirror and engine bay, and more aggressive styling with bigger vents and wider sills. Not that the standard Aventador isn't intimidating enough. Is it good, bad or ugly? Certainly good. Oakley have set the benchmark for an aftermarket Aventador. I'm sure this will be challenged in the near future. That's all guys, back to you.
Thanks, Courtney.
Can't believe they're modifying the Aventador already and it's not been released.
Amazing.
Yeah. You found a little bit of information from Ford this month, didn't you? It was a bit quirky, this one. What was that?
Well, yeah, Ford's actually developing an in-seat heart rate monitor for drivers.
So it reads your heart rate as you're sitting down?
As you're driving, and it's basically designed to warn for an imminent heart attack.
It sounds like Ford's spending more time developing things for old age pensioners than they are like decent drivers' cars, like the Ford FPV we drove last month, which was pretty poor.
Yeah, it wasn't the best.
No.
Well, anyway, that's all the best bits of the news for this month.
Don't forget you can check out our great new looking website at supercarspin.com, where you can find links to all our previous shows as well as some behind the scenes stuff too.
Yeah, you can also find on there links to our YouTube, Twitter and Facebook pages as well.
That's right. Well, that's all the news from us, from Mark
and Brendan.
We'll see you next month.